think I got him in the right place, do you?
Oh, undoubtedly. Though I might observe in passing that though Molyneux is an excellent nursemaid, he has other qualities that might be worth developing.
Well, of course he has. He's an excellent teacher.
I'm glad you agree with me. Do you find it cold?
No.
I find it damn cold. No. Molyneux might, for example, make a very good shot at the upper sixth arts, steering them to the right colleges, advising on careers.
I've already got a very good man doing that, Howard.
I must admit I share your high opinion. However, I do think that some thought might be given to grooming my successor.
I've no idea you were thinking of retiring.
I'm not thinking of retiring exactly, David. I'm thinking of doing something a little more final and permanent than that. Oh, come on, man. If you only knew how I long for my warm little room.
Yes. Books.
News. News.
Yes.
News. Avons en à l'aise.
No. Wheeler.
No. On.
Oh, no. Try again.
No. No. Soms en allant.
No. Anybody. Fire.
Nous nous en sommes allés.
Très bien. Merci beaucoup.
Je vous en prie, monsieur.
You're putting us all to shame, Meyer. We shall have to pull our socks up.
I beg your pardon, sir. I don't understand you.
Well, don't worry, Meyer. You're doing very well. That's all I mean.
Thank you, sir.
Wheeler, something to say?
Me, sir?
Yes, you, old chap.
No, sir.
What a shame. I do so treasure your little sayings, you know. Right then, Whitmarsh, page 43, exercise 1, and I want to be amazed by your brilliance. All right, Brooks?
Yes, sir.
Splendid.
No, it's not on the syllabus, Marsh Rhodes, but it may well come up in the general paper or even at the interview. Well, you must have some opinion, surely.
Yes, of course, sir.
Well, come on then, let's hear them.
Well, sir, it's obvious. Jerry's the same bird as he always was. German militarian, sir. He's got to be sat on now, there'll be another world war. Only this time, we've got to be ready for the swine.
Rubbish.
I hope you put it a little more elegantly if it does turn up, Marsh Rhodes.
Well, surely he's wrong as well as inelegant. Isn't a new armaments race the best way of bringing about another war? If a country wants a peaceful solution, then civilized discussion is the best way to get it. Perhaps you've heard of an organization called the League of Nations, Marsh Rhodes?
A talking shop. They can talk their heads off in the League and Hitler laughs and goes his own sweet way.
Oh, dear. Well, can't you persuade him, sir?
I don't know, because, to be quite frank, I don't know where I stand myself. Of course, I favor civilized discussion. But, to take an uncomfortable example, Ulrich Meyer's father was a pacifist. That didn't stop the Nazis from kicking him to death.
Exactly. The only language they understand is brute force.
Or you, it seems.
All right. Let's hold it there. Too many opinions and not nearly enough facts. We'll leave the general point until Tuesday, by which time you will have both been to the library and read up all you can on the League of Nations, so that you can bring along actual instances of decisions which have been effective or ineffective. And that means combing the back copies of the Times. The foreign news, not the leaders. All right, Marsh Rhodes?
Yes, sir.
Good. Right, let's hear from someone else. Nixon.
Have you read The Road Back, sir? A sequel to All Quiet on the Western Front?
No, I haven't.
Well, it tells you what the Jerry frontline troops found when they went home after the war. The whole country had been taken over by the war profiteers.
Yes, well, that's hardly peculiar to Germany, Nixon.
Oh, yes, I know, sir. It's almost as if there'd been an international conspiracy. Well, you can hardly blame the fighting man in a way, can you? He comes home without any honor. Perhaps he can't even get a job. And all around him, he sees these Jewish financiers who've got fat on the war he's been fighting. Well, I know it seems a bit harsh to say it, sir, but, well, from the ex-serviceman's point of view, the Jews are getting no more than they deserve. Do you see what I mean, sir?
That's the most utter... Yes, I'm glad you brought it up, Nixon.
It's what a lot of people think, sir. My father...
Yes, I dare say. But let's consider a few flaws in your argument. First, the war profiteers were not, for the most part, Jewish. The biggest of the lot, the House of Krupp, for example. Secondly, Hitler's thugs are hardly selective in their Jewish victims. Ulrich Meyer's father was a small jeweler. What did he deserve, Nixon, hmm? Thirdly, the Jews have always been persecuted. In Russia, in Spain, in England. Not because of what they do, but because they're recognizable. A convenient scapegoat for when things go wrong. The truth is very simple, that when bullies are feeling sorry for themselves, they look for victims. I'm surprised you fell for that one, Nixon.
Hey, Jerry! Hey, Jerry!
Oh, cut it out, Harrison.
What do you want?
What do you want, Jerry?
Why do you call me Jerry? My name is Maya.
Because you're a Jerry, aren't you, Jerry? Jerry's a Jerry, isn't he, chaps?
You're a fool.
All right, Jerry, want to prove it?
Oh, come on, Harry, leave him.
Want to fight?
Why should I fight you? You're a fool.
Right then, come on, Jerry, not a coward, are you, Jerry?
You boys! Over here. Harrison.
Sir?
What did you call Meyer? I'm waiting, Harrison.
Jerry, sir.
Why?
Because he's a German, sir.
And you think that's funny, do you? Well, do you?
Not really, sir.
Good. Neither do I. Come here. Meyer is in this country because he's a victim of German persecution, Harrison. It must seem to him a cruel irony when silly little boys here persecute him for being a German, mustn't it?
Yes, sir.
Know what irony means, Harrison?
Not really, sir.
Get out of my sight, the three of you. See me in the house room after prayer.
Yes, sir.
You wait a second, Meyer. I'm very sorry about all this. Has it happened before?
Oh, yes, Mr. Molyneux. I expected it. They will get fed up with it soon, I think.
Yes, I'll see to it that they do.
May I ask you a favor, Mr. Molyneux?
Yes, of course.
I request you not to punish them.
Do you? I'll make sure there aren't any reprisals, if that's what you're worried about.
If they are ignored, they will soon stop, I think. It makes things a little difficult for me if you make me, what is it? The teacher's pet.
I didn't think I'd done that, Meyer.
Perhaps I use the wrong expression. They don't hurt me, Mr. Molyneux. They're only boys.
You're only a boy, too.
Yes, but I am older.
I felt as if he was older than me for a minute. Anyway, I took his advice. I hope I did right. I just thought I ought to let you know about it, PJ.
Yes, thank you. I'm sure you did the right thing.
Ulrich's really quite outstanding. Harth tells me he's holding his own in the English classes.
Yes, I thought he might.
But that's with boys only a year younger than himself. And it's a foreign language to him. He's streets ahead in my French lessons, of course. I really think we should promote him.
No. I'd rather he was left where he is for the time being. He's giving us the clearest possible indication that he wants to be accepted on his own terms. I only hope that Bamfield can rise to his expectations. Well, Christine thought he might.
Oh, did she? Well...
Think I've got him in the right place, do you?
Oh, undoubtedly. Though I might observe in passing that though Molyneux is an excellent nursemaid, he has other qualities that might be worth developing.
Well, of course he has. He's an excellent teacher.
I'm glad you agree with me. Do you find it cold?
No.
I find it damn cold. No. Molyneux might, for example, make a very good shot at the upper sixth arts, steering them to the right colleges, advising on careers.
I've already got a very good man doing that, Howard.
I must admit I share your high opinion. However, I do think that some thought might be given to grooming my successor.
I've no idea you were thinking of retiring.
I'm not thinking of retiring exactly, David. I'm thinking of doing something a little more final and permanent than that. Oh, come on, man. If you only knew how I long for my warm little room.
Yes.
Books.